Hello YouTube, Freddie Cardona here. Welcome back to another Driving and the News video. For those of you that have landed on this channel for the first time, my name is Freddie Cardona and I have several playlists on this channel. I have Pride in Patterson, Fred Drives, Fred Travels, Driving in the News, and Fred's Relaxation videos. So there's plenty to see, plenty to do on this channel. This right here is a news video, and the reason I do this is because I listen to the news every morning on my way to work, and I felt that it's important to document the news on a semi-daily basis. And the way I do it is I drive to work, I listen to the news, and I bring you with me. Usually it's a 10-minute video and basically running through some of the news stories for that day. And we're doing this for the future generations so that they can look back 6 years ago and see what was going on in the news at that particular time. Another thing of interest too is the vehicles, the cars, the buildings of the places that are surrounding my commute to work. In this particular case, I'm kind of taking a detour just to advise everyone here by this introduction that I do acknowledge that this is not the most fascinating, the most entertaining video in regards to YouTube. You know, people go on YouTube for entertainment, right? And I acknowledge that. I know this type of video isn't the most entertaining. Some folks have said that they don't see the point, and that's okay. Some people will not see the point. I think these kind of videos will gain importance as the years go by. When you look at these cars that I'm driving by, and you get to see the styles that were in terms of the cars, you know, the type of cars that are around. So that's the reason I start the YouTube, this particular Driving and the News. I know it's not entertaining. Let me go this way. Ooh, car was coming pretty quick. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Today is the 24th of Monday. Hope you guys enjoyed the uploaded videos from the weekend. I did a drive. I uploaded a drive in Patterson yesterday. We're going to make a left-hand turn here. All right, we're going to get you the news, guys. Here we go. It's 7:58, so in about 2 minutes, you're going to see you're going to hear the headline news.
Team held firm when the Office of Employee Relations tried to demand more tracking and givebacks and reached a robust agreement with Governor Kathy Hochul that features no economic givebacks. From Long Island to Buffalo, PEF officers are delivering the information members need to make an informed decision.
Yeah, as we do the commercial here, I'm going to go past Guernsey Crest. Hold on 1 second. It's closed right now. Just to let people see it's still here, especially if you're from Patterson. Guernsey Crest is still here. So yeah, we did a Fred Drives video. I kind of went backwards, right? Usually Patterson videos are uploaded on Saturdays and Fred Drives on Sunday because of the Sunday driver scenario. But anyway, Saturday we did an Outwater Lane in Garfield and Lodi Fred Drives, and yesterday we did a video starting off in the north side of Patterson. All right, enough blabbering. Let's get you the news.
Got modern conveniences too, like available wireless device charging, open layout, upscale amenities, exquisite driving experience. I could have this under contract in 15 minutes with a 1-hour closing. Let me work up the numbers and get back to you. It's your journey. Own every mile.
Now lease an all-wheel drive Tucson for $249 a month, or get 0% APR or $1,500 bonus cash. New inventory arriving daily. See your local Hyundai dealer today. Call 661-615-2112 for offer details.
WINS, WINS FM in HD1 New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
76 degrees out the door today in Midtown, going up to a high later on of 88. More people get their news from 1010 Wins than from any other radio station in the nation. Sharon Barnes-Waters is our service aide. Justin Schrager is at the editor's desk. I'm Bud Mishkin.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM, New York.
Good morning, 76 degrees. It is 8 o'clock on this Monday, July 24th. I'm Susan Richard, and here's what's happening. A woman in a wheelchair struck and killed while crossing the street in Kensington, Brooklyn. Our Samantha Liebman coming up. There's a whole lot of digging going on outside the home of the Gilgo Beach suspect. We'll tell you why. Yonkers police searching for the robbery suspect who escaped after being taken to the hospital Sunday. Elon Musk makes good on his promise to drop the Bluebird from Twitter. And if you think you're into Barbie, wait till you hear about Bettina Dorfman. In sports, Yanks won, Mets lost. AccuWeather, partly sunny, hot, humid. An afternoon thunderstorm today. Real feels in the low 90s. Wins News Time, 8:01. Let's get traffic and transit from Russ Meyer.
Susan, I'll start it off with the LIRR because we have significant delays going. This is impacting the Hempstead, Port Jefferson, Port Washington, and Ronkonkoma branches. 30 to 35-minute delays. As a result of police activity at Hillside, trains are skipping Elmont UBS Arena, Queens Village, Hollis, and Hillside until further notice. Also, the 7 Express is not running. City Subways, that's a network communication problem, but the 7 local is running. Got a crash in Westchester, southbound side of the Hutch. This is over by exit 9 in New Rochelle. That one taking out the right lane. You can try the New England Thruway instead. Also in Queens, eastbound side of the LI, just past the Clearview. Got an accident taking out a lane, and the Grand Central an option. Southbound Cross Island heads up for a stalled vehicle. It is actually on the ramp to the Clearview. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big 3. Nothing major for the LIE, Northern State or Southern State. Busy morning traffic is out there, and here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. All 3 Upper East River crossings are doing okay. For drivers, we have this report sponsored by Ray Cattina Lexus of Freehold. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones, breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Russ Meyer, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
The Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event is back at Ray Cattina. It's the perfect time to lease a 2023 NX 350 SUV for $539 a month at Ray Cattina Lexus in Monmouth and Ray Cattina Lexus of Freehold. $39.99 due at signing, taxes, licensing, and registration fees extra.
A woman in a wheelchair loses her life crossing the street in Brooklyn. This happened in Kensington.
The 68-year-old woman crossing McDonald Avenue near Webster Avenue around 1:30 Sunday afternoon suddenly pinned under a Lexus SUV. The 73-year-old driver stayed at the scene. Her sister Maureen Sardina spoke to reporters.
We're still in a state of shock. We heard a crack at the side. We saw her under the car, so I don't know, in the back.
She says as a retired nurse, she wanted to perform CPR, but police said not to touch the victim. Others raced to get the car off from on top of her. She was pronounced dead at Maimonides. Neighbors like this one speaking to CBS 2.
She would just go around in her wheelchair. She was very independent. It's very sad to see life snuffed out so fast. It was very sad.
The NYPD still investigating. Samantha Liebman, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM in Brooklyn.
At least 10 people were injured last night in East Tremont, the Bronx. That's where a minivan crashed into an MTA bus. This was around 7:15 on East 180th Street and Crotona Parkway, where the minivan also caught fire. The driver's own family witnessed the crash. They were among those who ran to his rescue. This witness said that included the man's mom.
When she came outside, she started crying. I had to keep her away from him. I don't want her to faint or nothing like that. So let me keep her away from him. Not seeing her son on the floor like that.
Well, the minivan had TLC plates. Neighbors tell ABC7 the driver worked for a car service that transports seniors and people with disabilities. There are also multiple reports that he was prone to seizures and may have had one. So far, no confirmation on that from police, but they did say that no criminality is suspected. The probe into the Gilgo Beach suspect now involves digging up the backyard at his home on Long Island. And there was also a creepy discovery inside the house.
The yellow police tape will likely come down by the end of this week as investigators wrap up the search of Rex Heuermann's property here in Massapequa Park. That's according to the police commissioner. But until then, police are using excavating equipment, ground penetrating radar, and cadaver dogs to search the backyard of the house on First Avenue. And inside the basement, authorities reportedly found a soundproof room. The room behind a heavy door in a vault-like structure. Hundreds of guns were also found in the basement and already removed from the house. The suspected serial killer is set to be back in court next week. His wife has filed for divorce. Neighbors hope this house is eventually knocked down and a new one built in its place. Heuermann bought the house from his parents in the 1990s. Sophia Hall, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM in Massapequa Park, Long Island.
Still no sign of Geraldo Rojas. He's a prisoner who escaped from custody in Yonkers. That happened yesterday morning while he was being treated at St. Joseph's Medical Center. He'd been arrested on a robbery charge. It was not clear why he was taken to the hospital. Meantime, the officers who were with him at the time, they've been suspended and are looking at internal disciplinary charges. 76 degrees now. It's mostly cloudy. The humidity 59%. The winds are southwest at 5 miles an hour. Another mix of clouds and sun today, a hot, muggy summer day. We'll see a thunderstorm this afternoon into the early evening. That's mostly in the inland suburbs, but AccuWeather says it could be heavy, downpours and gusty winds. The high in Midtown, 88 degrees, and again, those real feel temps reaching the low 90s. It is 76 degrees now in Central Park. Now this message, in pain. Find out why New Yorkers head to NYC Pain MD, 800-855-PAIN. The SAG-AFTRA strike now impacting the global box office.
What makes you think I want someone to be in love with me?
Zendaya's new movie has been pulled from the Venice Film Festival. Challengers, about a tennis coach involved in a love triangle, was supposed to kick things off August 30th before it opened in theaters in September. But with the actors' strike preventing stars from promoting their films, MGM has decided to skip the festival altogether and put off the movie's debut until next April. It's the first major fall festival film to drop out, ahead of others in Telluride, Toronto, and New York.
That's correspondent Deborah Rodriguez. Both SAG-AFTRA and the Writers Guild are walking the picket lines over a number of issues, including base pay and the impact of artificial intelligence.
And I'm like the Barbie. I'm on top of it.
All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to the small snippet of today's news here in July 24th, 2023. And we'll see you on the next video.